In this recording, I'll be looking at the new way we're doing assignments on a laptop, this time using a student view from it. So this will be a third video in the sequence. I'll be using going into the student view, and I'll go down to module 4 as I did. This is really a third video in a series. 4.2, but just to look at some of the differences. I'll go ahead and click on the link to the assignment. The assignment will open in probably a new tab in your browser. I'll have to keep track of where I came from to get back to my original tab that I was in previously. And as I noted in a couple other videos worth watching, the two that precede this, I'm going to have to make a copy to edit this. And so I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of this file. So I'll leave it, call it copy, but I'll call it copy 3 because I'm probably in a whole new copy. And then it's this copy that I can edit, but I have to make a copy. You cannot edit the original. You might, if you're paying close attention, see that I can, but that's because it's my file. You won't be able to do that. But there's my file, and here I've put this in I'm working in my college drive currently. That's where I am at present. I'm in my college drive. But you may be, you certainly can experiment. I go ahead and do the work the problems as appropriate. Let me go ahead and work one problem and add a graph in somewhere. Let's select that. Come over here, tell it I want a graph. I made a scatter graph, that's fine. I'll drag it off of the homework, or I won't be able to see the answers to the homework. Maybe put it down here next to the picture. It's already laid out. So assuming I finished all 9 questions here in 4.2, I'm going to go back here to submit. And you'll notice that unlike the other videos, because now I'm working inside the college system, I do have a Google Drive LTI 1.3 option, and I have a Google Drive option. If I look at the Google Drive option, that's the same option, and I can't actually do anything while masquerading, and I may not be able to do anything here either, but let's see if I can pull anything from Google Drive LTI 1.3. And that's my account there. And I believe I can't run through to here because I'm currently in, let me try, find out. So I've clicked on select file and it's dropped me into Google Drive, and the drive that I'm in is my comfsm.edu FM drive. So and there's my copy 3, and I could say add, and it will all right, I'm going to attach it. And now I can add comments and I can submit the assignment. And as you can see, it's giving me a message about don't navigate away. So this is an option that's not seen in the other videos because those videos were made outside of the college system. This is being done inside using the test student inside Canvas. So you will have more submission options. The first 2 videos kind of take you through the process on a mobile phone and the process on a laptop. But this is another way there's potentially another way. Using the Google LTI 1.3, it will apparently submit this assignment. It does note that I can navigate away from this page, and so it will eventually go into my assignment. But if it fails to process, they will email me, which it may do so because I'm not an actual student. I'm just a test student, and I'm retrieving my own file. That may have some unusual. Well, it says I submitted it, and there you go. It it's been submitted into here. And so that's what it would look like, and it's already in. I'm going to leave the student view for a moment. You can see that's where I come in. I'll pop open my speed grader, and it will, that's what I'll see when I open up the file to grade it. You'll see I can see the file. I won't be able to see what formulas you're using, but you can see the graph I've made. You can see the 6 I put in. I didn't finish the rest of it. And then I can grade it and put comments. And these comments will be visible to you from I believe from the dashboard as well as other places in Canvas. It should make it much easier for you to see with the comments I'm making. The downside to my new system is that I can no longer look at what you're actually typing into the cells. So if you use the wrong formula, I won't know that. And that is the downside to this new system I'm using. But if they fix some of the issues with getting comments out of Google Assignments so you can see them in Canvas more easily, uh, maybe later in the term I'll look at returning to it. But for now, I think this will be easier. I depend on you to let me know what works better for you. This system should also work now for the Canvas student app. This is not using an external tool per se. It's only using the LTI 1.3 when you go to submit. So this should work from the app, because in the app you can click on that link. And I demonstrated that approach in the first video in this 3-video series. So with that said, you will see a slightly different set of upload options when you're working from within the college's Canvas, and you should explore those and use whatever works. I don't know whether the Google Drive will work for you. It didn't work for me because I was a test student, and I can't tell you which drive it will hook you up to. It might give you an option, and so you could pick whichever drive you put your assignment in. You certainly can store assignments in the G Suite drive for that you have with the college, but you could also, looks like you could also use your own. Again, if you have questions, let me know, and do please let me know if this new system in Chapter 4 works for you or not.